Let me have somebody. Let me have somebody. I know in most of organizations we have the fire extinguishers. And in your workplace, you might have seen this. If it's not this fire extinguisher, then you've seen this. And if it's not this, then this is the fire extinguisher that you've seen. Or was it like this? That is to say, we've seen so many fire extinguishers. But the question is, do you know how to use these different fire extinguishers? In case of fire outbreak, which fire extinguisher will you pick? That will form our discussion of our today's topic, the use of fire extinguishers. You through to understand the classification of each fire extinguisher. That is to mean which fire extinguisher is used for which purposes. Once you identify the classification, then we'll be discussing like which is the best fire extinguisher to be used to put off which fire. Let's start with the first class, class A. Under this classification, we are talking about fire that has been caused by combustible solids. This can include a piece of wood, it can include plastic, it can also include some pieces of papers or some clothes. Let's talk about class B. This is a type of fire that has been caused by combustible liquid or gases. Example is petrol or liquefied gases. We also have classification C. This type of fire is being caused by electrical equipment. Think about overloading your socket or using any other equipment that uses electricity, and it can explode and cause fire. We also have class D. And in this classification, we're talking about fire that has been caused by burning metals. Finally, I want us to focus on class K. Class K, this is type of fire that is normally started in the kitchen, especially when you're cooking. This type of fire mostly is being caused by cooking oil. Class K. Okay, having discussed the classification of the fire extinguishers, the next thing is I want to take you through the types of fire extinguisher so that we understand which type of fire extinguisher is used to put off fire that has been caused by which classification. And one thing or one trick that I want to tell you is that for you to identify the type of fire extinguisher, there are normally color codes that you should look at. Do you know them? Let's get started. Okay, the first type of fire extinguisher is water, and it is color coded red, as you can see in the arrow. And for this fire extinguisher, it can only be used for class A. That we said that class A is combustible solids, such as wood, such as plastic, cloth, and all that. So you can only use this fire extinguisher for such kind of fire. Now let's move to the second one. Foam. You can recognize the foam for which by the color cream, and for this, what you can do, you can use this fire extinguisher when the fire has been started by class A, combustible solids, or class B, that is combustible liquid, and also it can be used for electrical materials. So pick this type of fire extinguisher when you have such, if the cause of the fire is in any of those. Okay, the next is carbon or CO2. This type of fire extinguisher, normally it can be used for class A, class B, C, and also it can be used for electrical materials, but not advised for vehicles. So take caution, it is not the best that you can have in your vehicle. And the last fire extinguisher is powder. This is being recognized by the color code blue, and this is called the universal fire extinguishers because it can be used across all the classes. And for class K, that is for those in the kitchen, the best to have is the blanket, or you can also have the carbon. Those two are the best in that in the kitchen. So thank you for watching. If you're planning to buy fire extinguisher, you can use that guide, or you can research more don't make the mistake of mixing the fire extinguishers. I'll be doing a next video on fire, and on that I'll be focusing on how do you eliminate fire? How do you put off fire using the fire extinguishers? And you know the reason behind it. So thank you very much for watching, and if you're new to this channel, do me a favor. Kindly subscribe to my channel so that you can keep on getting more updates on my from my channel. And welcome very much, and stay safe, be informed, and be knowledgeable. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Thank you.
Hapa ndio tunarudiaga tunasema do you. Haya sawa, squeeze. Yes.